Hey, what is going on, you guys? Going live here to do a little bit of work on my trucks and get ready for the RCMTCNY World Finals, the solid axle monster truck World Finals up there. So, got a lot to work on, that's for sure. It's been a little while since I've actually raced them, so my trucks are kind of in disarray right now. And I need to get them back in working order. So, let's see what we've got. We've also got a couple other things on the bench to work on. So we'll take a look at that. I'm trying to get this up on my iPad. How STNY 420, how's it going, man? Having to order some stuff that's not going to come in time. But this is kind of unplanned. Figured, hey, I'm working. Why not chat? Chat with you guys, show you what I'm thinking. I do have this as well that I'm going to be working on trying to put onto a CCx24. It's kind of cool. Older style chassis, Gravedigger. Pull it out here, just give you a little peek. You can see the frame lines on that. A little bit old school. Decent sized wheels and all that. And you got to sticker up the body. But it should look pretty good on one of them. I'll have them up here to verify any of the sizes or any of that. But it'll be a project to tackle. Not this week, that's for sure. Too many other things going on. Hey, Martin, what's going on, man? So I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to, what trucks I'm even going to run. I can't really figure out their rule systems either. They've got a little bit different rules, so I've got to learn that as well. But this one is not fast enough. I kept seeing stuff like 2S, and I don't know if that means that all of their classes are 2S, but I'm going to kind of prepare like they are. So I'm going to be putting a 5700 kV in this because it'll make this, if it does have to be 2S, go faster. So I think we're running a 4600 in here currently. So I actually have another one of those systems here to go into another truck. I don't actually need these ESCs, but the only way to get these right now is if you get them as a combo. So I guess when I take this out, I'll put the 4600 into something else using one of these ESCs. So it's not like I don't need it, but I'll have to figure out exactly how I want to do that. STNY, I'm going to probably put it on one of the C10s that I have. Probably the green one. We use the gray one a lot. So I did get this because programming I need to be able to do on the big 5th scale bar rebuild. The ESC isn't giving me the right beep count for the different settings it's supposed to have. So this will hopefully let me get it set up just how I want to. So anyway, how's it going, Martin? Strip gear. Just kind of doing this out of the blue and trying to figure out. I definitely am going to take this to race. Now, there's problems because I just had it at Digger's Dungeon, landed a little sideways and busted the TXT wheel right out of here. So that's problematic because it runs off of basically like a clod setup here. And I guess I could run clod wheels on here. I don't want to. So Josh from Freestyle said he did have another set of these TXT wheels. And so I have the other one sitting in acetone trying to get it off of here. And hopefully the bead lock will come with it so that I can put that on. If not, I've got to figure out if some of my other, I could just put Clodbuster wheels on off of something else if I have to. It's not ideal, but it's a possibility. I'm looking at some other trucks that I have that I won't be able to race. So, but first things first, we're gonna take all this stuff off of here. Show you guys this cool Pro C. Got myself lucky to have one of these. They're really, really awesome rigs. So, I still need to try and build this Clodbuster with the J Concepts regulator chassis. And I'm also going to look at, while I have this off, what I could possibly change the pinion up to inside of this gearbox. So, a couple things. Martin says, just received stickers yesterday. That's awesome, man. Very cool. So, this is the Pro C chassis. To see, it's got the cantilever style suspension here. Carbon fiber with like an acrylic upper. So, a couple other things I picked up at Hobbytown. New shock shaft rears for the Haas. I bent one of those. A new receiver for the bar rebuild as well. Getting rid of that ABC one because I don't need ABC. And I have a 60 amp ESC over there, so I picked up this 3300 kV motor. It's only 35 bucks. Gonna try this in a couple of things, see how she does with that other ESC. So, a couple of goodies, a couple of things to get off the bench because I don't need them. I gotta get through this, then I'll take a look over which other trucks I want to use. First things first, getting rid of the batteries in here. Unplugged at least. Get 1 point at least for that. It's not a 2-point deduction. I carry a lot of my tools like this. How's it going, the right one? I just sent you an email. Okay, you see that. Chainsaw says, RC, Freestyle RC is out of the servo saver. Do I recommend other ones? Yes, the Kimbrough ones are also ones that I run. In fact, this one's running both a Kimbrough and a Freestyle RC. Totally unnecessary. What happened was I probably was running this already when I got this and I didn't have a servo horn. So I'm doubling up duty on this guy apparently. But this is normally the sticker bomb body set for this guy. But I had this body on. It's just because I like the look of it up on the shelf. But it's normally my sticker bomb. I'll look at that in a little bit. I think I need to do some adjustments for the front suspension with that servo saver movement that you can do. Not the servo saver, the servo hitting the chassis. There's that little fix for that I need to do. So this one, just go like that. Battery will pop right out of the side. And we're good to go. Now we're gonna get in here, take this out so we can get the motor off. And yeah, see what ones we need here to do that. Dirt in there. A smaller one, something to get in here. Get some of that dirt out. So what are you guys up to tonight? CCxRC, Ghost Venom, how's it going? Dominic just got the 128 scale monster truck by Team Associated. That's cool, man. Got another battery in here. Also, I can see where my tape is worn from where I'm scraping up on the ground, doing a little belly dragging. So, I think my screw mat's downstairs, one of them. I got my big one. I have it. I'm going to put it down. They're awesome. My Cow RC mat. Gonna have to move a few things. This thing's big. Kind of just working oddly in my space here with the Clodbuster on the desk and things I've been working on. I think I'm gonna try and slide it. This. Here's all my broken parts in my last Clod fix. Banging the camera. There we go. Now we're talking. Take it off sometimes when I'm doing videos, just so it's a little cleaner on the desk. What's up, Kurt's RC chainsaw? It says he's rebuilding the Wendigo rear axle. Cool, man. Trying not to use power tools, not to make it too annoying for you guys. If it's too slow for me, I might just go for it. That is not cleaned out enough. The buzzing of power tools. Let's get all my wrenches ready here that I might possibly need. Yeah, so this is my like tool bag of things that I might want at out on the trail. This is for speed runs. I have the other side of this on the speedometer. Actually, it's right here. So I can just cut off a little piece of these. Just happen to have it, and for whatever reason I forget, I'm good to go there. C-clip, wrench, extra servos. Oh, I've been looking for this. That is what I did to my Pro C upper link. So both of my freestyles are down right now because I was driving like an idiot. Whole thing of body clips. What am I looking for? That's the question. Was I looking for anything extra? I think I was looking. Yeah, here's a 1.5. Some of these fell out. 2.0. I was looking for my. It's not the best way to do it. It's kind of, you gotta rifle through a bag, which isn't fun. How's it going, Kevin Gibbs? But it's convenient to carry with you out to the trail spot. That's why I do it. Easier than a toolbox or whatever. But now that I got the carry-all bag, I'm gonna just go back to a toolbox for most of this stuff and carry a very minimal kit in my backpack. That should be enough to get some good bite. Because these are thread locked. And it's all very dirty. I'm looking at it. And the axle is just chewed up from throwing stuff at it. Look at this. Lots of chewed up. Like new. No, these are very used. Try and clean it all up a little bit too while I have it apart. The cool thing is, as well, I stuck my ESC over one of these screws, so that's real awesome. Well, what I could do is undo these side ones here and let this whole mount come. Let me just see. Run a Mamba X in here. Yeah, I think we'll just take this off. I feel it popping. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remove this anyway. There's that other screw I needed. Get it all cleaned down. Try and make it look somewhat presentable next week. got till this weekend. Wasn't planning on going to this, and then I was talking to Jason Saunders on my way home from Digger's Dungeon, actually after breaking this. And he's like, dude, come to the race up here. And so I looked it up. I hadn't really looked it up or known about it, so I said, all right. I have my whole family coming with me. Gonna get an Airbnb, kind of make a weekend of it. Should be sweet. Cool. I'm gonna take off the drive shafts. Yeah, the roll cage is like an acrylic, just to hold the body, look cool, and it looks pretty cool, I think. And when the light hits it, just the lines on it are so cool. KLN RC cars, I don't know what their classes are, so they have a new one that they're doing that basically it has to have a full chassis and it has to be shaft driven, and it has to also have the shocks on the axles. So they're trying to make it like a more realistic class, not like this one. This thing is a racer, and it handles different than anything I've ever driven, and it's not really a basher. It can jump and do some crazy stuff, but it really is the way that the suspension just, if you see it drive, it's pretty amazing. And I might be able to get a video of this actually when I broke it on my iPad. I might be able to show. It's so dirty. All right, this is what I needed, all of that work. And we're gonna have to take this off, get in here, get the screws, and then see what we can do for a pinion on there. But what a beefy transmission, huh? Why won't this drive shaft come off? There it goes. Super nice. Alvin, what's going on? Earl RC. Bull Gear is in the house. JMRC says just popping in. Just gotta go get the wife. Get you, man. Hector Santos, what's up? KLN, each one has different specs for power, each class. Like the retro, it has to be 27 turn or greater. So you can do like an actual 27 turn, or that's what the Cloudbusters come with stock if you keep their silver can motors in it. From Tamiya, those are 27 turns. So you can leave that stock. But I wish they would keep it stock pinion too. I don't feel like cutting up my gearboxes to modify them to take in the bigger ones. It comes with a 13 tooth, but I've heard people getting up to like an 18 tooth in there, which is a big advantage, but they got to really hack it apart to do so. I don't know. And the retro, I mean, it's supposed to be about the chassis for some, but I just, they raced kind of slow. I like the slow, bouncy look. Kind of feel like we're just almost turning them to pro mod. The faster they get, but it's racing. People want to go fast. I get it. I would love to see like a spec class, more stock. At least the motor, because there's 2S max with the retro. Have to have the stock axles. Can't do any gearing inside change wise. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to do one where you could change it up for your bodies, do different custom chassis and all that. But the amount of speed that you're going to really be able to get, other than from maybe saving some weight somewhere. But, it's so bouncy a class anyway with the setups that they have. That little speed from weight shaving isn't going to be a huge difference, I don't think. Not like the motors are when you or the, not like the pinion changes are. So I got into it and began to love it because it was super slow and fun. And then the faster it gets, the less I like it. I'll just say that. Nice. That cleaned up all right. I think we got to go to a 1.5 maybe. Yeah. Ooh, that's not a 1.5. At least it's not my 1.5. That 1.5 feels better. So I'm gonna get too worn down. So I need my driver. Hey Tim, how's it going, man? Kaylin, yes, it's very similar. So our classes, so he's saying it's similar to Trigger King, yes. Retro, Sport Mod, and Pro Mod. So the ones that we run locally is Retro. Then we have 2.2 class, which is basically Pro Mod class. You can run anything, but it's all based on the wheels size. It's done for a couple of reasons. I totally get it. Like, they can sell more entries. They can make the race day a little longer. People can have one truck that pulls double duty. So if they do a Pro Mod truck, they can just switch the wheels and do a 2.2. But again, those are fast, and so that makes both classes fast. And that's where I don't really love that the Retro is getting as fast as it is, but it's still not super fast. But I mean, some people are definitely on a straightaway getting definite pull. But hey, you're within the rules, so why not? Right? Can't fault them for saying, well, I'm allowed to do this and it makes it so much faster. I totally get it. I just am unwilling to do that to my axles. All right, so it's only going to get so much cleaning because I don't have a brush up here. But let's see if we can pop these at all. Hey Kimberly, how's it going? Just wrenching tonight. Just thought I'd jump on here and chat with people while I was doing it. All right, that worked good. Good. How's the eBay store going with all the part making you're doing, Kimberly? It looks amazing. Your product, the way that you house them and everything looks really good. So here we'll get a little look inside. Definitely some grease in there. There's definitely room to get a bigger pinion in here and barely bigger to get through that clearing on the back side. You should be proud, Kimberly. It looks amazing. It looks really good. You can't get guys going out for monster truck stuff in the Northwest. That's a bummer, dude. We've only, I think we had two races maybe this year because of COVID, canceling everything. They're finally doing the Pumpkin Smash, the 13th annual one is now on the books for Digger's Dungeon, so I'm super excited that that's going to take place. I should make sure that this is a 4600. I'm like, am I doing all this work and it's not? It's the same motor? That'd have been hilarious and embarrassing. All right. Sweet. So I was running, it looks like a 16 tooth on here. All right, start right at the top. So 1, 15, 16. 15 or 16. So we're just gonna go ahead and bump that as well while I'm in here. I have my little pinion box, 32P. I'll try and see if I can get one of these 17 tooths, and that is a 17, in there with it on the motor. That's my goal. Hey, Joe Mac, how's Dublin right now? This, Kimberly's asking what I'm wrenching on. This is a Pro C by CCxRC. And it is an amazing race solid axle truck. And so it uses the CCxRC axles, CCxRC transmission, and it is a total beast of a truck. Complete beast mode. It has cantilever suspension on it, and so it just, the way that it responds is unbelievable when you drive, and it's super plush, and it hits and it sticks and it stays low, and then you jump and everything drops out, and then it just hits and basically drops back to the ground level. It's amazing to watch. All right, so that fits in. I could go even bigger. Do I go bigger since I have it open, or do I just say, nah, this is good enough? Guess what I need to do is take this off and see what it says it is. It's probably on the bottom. Dominic says go bigger. This is a 15 tooth. So we're already jumping 2 teeth. I think the only bigger one I have is going up to 19, and I'm not sure if it'll fit. Well, this might be 18. Do a very scientific test. That seems way smaller. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's an 18 tooth. Let's try that. Let's try an 18. I still have time to, well, I don't have a wheel to test it though. That's the problem. If this is bunk, I won't know until I get there and can get a wheel to borrow from Josh. Or I can buy some, ooh, that barely fits in there. It's about as big as I'm gonna get without having to cheat a little. So let's just do that. Go for speed. Now watch it be a really tight track. I have to get on here and yell at Dominic. Like, what'd you do to me, man? You made me lose. Yeah, 2 at a time's fine. It was already okay at speed. Hey, let me see. I counted. It was 15. This one's definitely an 18 I'm putting on. Let's see photos if it'll play it. Oh, I gotta pull this back for a second. Not just go scrolling through everything here. Let me find just the shot. Being a little careless. All right, so let's see. So here it is. You kind of see how it drives. just soaks everything up. That should have popped into a slap wheelie, but it just hits and drops. It sticks so well. Weston Anderson getting in. Boom. So it's already fairly quick, and it's a 4600 kV, but gonna put in that 5700 kV, which will make it faster. And oh, that's probably how I busted that. It's probably already cracked from that backflip attempt. That back left wheel is on the ground there. And then I jump it right here and it busts. Just get a little sideways on the landing there and it comes right off. Monster Jam style. So that gives you a little look at how it performs. Let me go back to YouTube on this thing. Play catch up with live. So it's real smooth. Jam RC smells of conspiracy. There's conspiracies on this iPad. There's no joke. So going 17 tooth, but keeping and a bigger motor. So I'm jumping 2 teeth and higher KV. I think 17 is probably enough. Do I or do I not go to 18? I'm gonna split the difference. I had a 15. I am gonna go with a 17 for now, and I will take the 18 with me. It's not that hard to get in here if I need to change it. Yeah, brake cleaner. This one's actually brand new, so I think the thread should be okay. That would be really great though to clean it like that. I just don't have any right here. That's a good tip though, Kimberly. A lot of times I'll try and take a wire brush to threads and stuff to clean them out, but using brake cleaner would be good on the threads. Really clean them out. Acetone, I actually just bought acetone. Those wheels are sitting in a bunch of acetone right now. Trying to get it to break free. I haven't had bad luck losing pinions if I at least thread lock them. But I usually just buy new pinions too. So this whole container thing is brand new for me because I was tired of always buying new ones. But yeah. Acetone nail polish remover is a great tip. And it's way easier to work with than a big bottle of acetone. Get one of these. I love it when people give me tips and tricks. I am no pro. I have to joke with the Andersons and tell them I don't know anything about cars. Ask me about video or cameras. I can tell you a bunch of stuff. Cars, not so much. So I need some washers because this screw is too long. The threads are too long. To bite. So either that or I need to shrink down the length, which is probably what I'll do. Oh, I have two different lengths in here. That's why one of them had a washer on it. Aha. I'm figuring it out now. So I have a little baggie in my, I went to, I don't know where, but bought a bunch of these little washers. But it's kind of funny because I think these are the actual screws that came in here already pre-installed when I got this. It had a Novak motor in it from Freestyle RC when I bought it. I bought this as a ready to run. They do not sell them that way, but they did have this one available at the World Finals at Digger's Dungeon that they were selling. They had it on display all weekend, and then they were selling it. Yeah, no, we're gonna change a screw. That ain't jiving with me. I'm not putting too many washers on here to tighten it. We're gonna get a screw that's the right length. So much grease in here. All right, I love this little kit. This one looks perfect. I've definitely used a lot of these two sizes here, the 3x8 and the 3x10s. These are my two most popular sizes. And I just have, you guys can see that little dab of thread locker right there on my mat. It just wipes up, so I don't mind just putting it right there on the mat. Doesn't bother me. That's tightening down. Now we're good. Usually I'll do it onto a plastic bag or something, but I have so much other stuff. Actually, I'm trying to find another one that size because I can then keep the same wrench for both of them, because the other one's a 2.5. So get my thread lock on. It's funny, the gear mesh looks spot on already. Little tight, just a little. That looks good. Big gears. I like these way better than the 48 pitch. Much easier to line up. All right. Good. Little bit of play between them. Good. All right, back to what you guys are saying, if anything. Hey, Jessica, what's going on? Yeah, not many Race for One on Loctite, but so many lost. So I don't have the tires in acetone. I got a big bottle of it and I poured into a 5-gallon drum or like Homer bucket that has a lid. So I put in a container, like a Ziploc container or, you know, whatever in there, and then also put the wheel inside. I'm just letting the vapor or the fumes from it eat at the paint or the glue. All right, so that's that. We upgraded the size of that thing, and the motor. I think I'm gonna be much happier with the speed out of this on 2S. Because it does use these saddle packs, that's kind of limiting to that. These ones I'm not gonna lock tight because they were that 1.5 and it was already feeling a little bit sketchy coming off. And if it falls off, it's not the end of the world. All right. So now we're gonna put this back in. Our cables through. I saw that Josh Rhodes is also going to RCMTC New York. It's their monster truck challenge. Racing event. J Concepts is heading up there, I've seen. Lots of the New York guys are going to be there, of course. So Michael McKenzie, a lot of the guys that I follow on like Sam and all that will be there that I've never met, so that'd be cool. Love to meet people. The grease is what's really bad on here. You're enjoying your Oreos. There you go. Dominic, this whole thing is made out of carbon fiber. So it's light and for racing. And most of them in these race ones, you don't have an upper here. You literally, it's just ends here. And so that's what, if you look up the Pro C, it stops here. You put your electronics on to these metal bars. Everything's nice and tight. So this is literally just so your body sits a little nicer for when you crash. It doesn't break as many bodies. It's an add-on. So, but I got a killer deal on this at the end of the show as a ready to run. Because if these axles, if you look up the axles, they're like $450 for just the axle casings. That's no innards. Then you got to get your T-Max or E-Max diffs and, you know, or E-Revo, I guess, is what these are like too, these drive shafts. You cut them down so that they're the right length. Put them in here. It's a bit of work. It's not a ready to run system. So, but yeah, so that's why. So a lot of them don't even have that. A lot of the race guys don't. I have one that's a full metal cage, but it doesn't compete nearly like this one does. This one's all about being fast. Yeah, I Loctite my wheel nuts on, usually. Try to remember. In fact, if I had the sound on that video, you'd be like, you gotta be kidding me. Because I thought that I hadn't done the wheel nut right. Which had just happened with another video I had done with the SMT10 Megalodon. So I was just thinking I'd been neglectful to it, and I was mad at myself. But turns out that was not the case. It was just a break. Oh, dropped it. Grab another one. Lots of Loctite on that one. It's not finding its way in. Loosen this one some. There we go. Dominic says the backflip ramp at Diggers used to be made out of wood. They still have that. That was their personal one. This one was because we just needed something for a backflip ramp, and they found that barrel, and it works perfect. Kind of gives you almost that 8-pack style hit that they do with the tires. But it flipped my raminator, so that was wicked. Wicked to see. I did about 50 backflips off that thing the other day. Trying to backflip to moonwalk. Oh, anything Kimberly is going to lose this thing is going to be bad soldering. Look at that junk. I spliced them, pushed them together, weaved them together, and just did a big solder nut on it. Let's see how that does. It's held up so far. So what I use here, and I just took it to the garage too, darn it, let's go get it, is alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Before I put any of these double-sided tape on stuff, I rub it down so it doesn't pop off. Nothing more annoying than having things that are double-sided tape pop off. I'll be right back. I honestly think that my double-sided tape's on the floor down there. Darn it. I'm not sure that I have seen that camera before, Jessica, without seeing what it looks like. I got quite a bit of old cameras in boxes at this point. They used to be in my office at work when I used to go into an office for work. Fast drying, gets it nice and clean. I do have some other double-sided tape up here. It's not my go-to stuff. It's the Gorilla Tape. But I don't see the other stuff in my bag from when I fixed the bar rebuild. I had to dig stuff out. So we'll use this. This I think is actually what was in there, and that was holding pretty good, so we'll just do it again. We'll try it again. I actually want my scissors. So how many of you guys do solid axle stuff? Or at least somewhat interested in it. Try and, I guess it doesn't matter, whatever I do, I'm going to cover that with the ESC. That's a bummer. That'll seat itself nice on there. That's good. So we are censored. So we do have to do ABC correctly with our wires, which are really long. Holy cow. I need to do a twist with these. Zip tie to the chassis. But that's all I really need to do with this one. That's really sloppy loose. A little too loose. Want to just pop out on a jump. There we go. So I just kind of spread that a little bit, open it up some more so it holds a little better. And then this I'm just going to have to do like a twist and just zip tie here. Mr. Bonger says in the process of building an ACRC clod. Cool. Waiting for clod kits to be back in stock. We have one clod kit at our place, our hobby town. I just saw it the other day. Weston, yeah, man, this is a really cool setup. A lot of the race stuff kind of uses this idea. Not a lot, but there's some of it that does. And it's really smooth. Really, really smooth in the way that it handles. Oh, I have to put the drive shafts back on. That is a next to do. Looks like they're still all lined up perfectly. This kind of stuff always can get frustrating when you're in a tight space. You have man hands like I have. Good. It goes. Just had to check and make sure they were in phase. We're good. Oh, there you go, Tim. Yeah, solid axle is crawlers too, right? I think so, at least. I'm making sure these are also in phase are. This thing is not slipping easy. It's kind of a sticky drive shaft. There it goes. Remember, this one's a little bit of a pain to get off too, but we're in there now. Goes. All right, and the problem is I cannot test this one unless I get the adapters to put on that literally bolt right into tribute wheels. So he's got tribute adapters for these, or a hex adapter, or I get another TXT wheel to put on here. So that's kind of the bind I'm in with that. But all this looks good. I need to put my pinions where they go. 19 tooth here. This was the 18. Let's screw this in a little bit. And then this is the 15. All right. 15, 16, 17. These are my 18, 19, whatever, above 18. Just keep a little ProTech case of them. This one, again, the suspension on this one is like no other. Now I need to decide what my other truck is that I'll race. I have my ZRD, which is what I plan to do. Get the upper link fixed. It's a little big and clunky though, and if it's a 2S rule, it has an 8th scale motor in it, and it's not even super fast on 3S because of that. So I might have to take that one apart and put the 18 or 19 tooth on that motor to make that one compete. Otherwise, I do have my SMT10s, so I have the Megalodon that's already kind of ready to go. The only thing, wow, Kevin got a Capo 1 or Capo 1 Ace. That's awesome. So yeah, that's my Sticker Bomb 2.0 truck. Freestyle axles, freestyle servo saver, freestyle chassis, freestyle transmission. It's pretty much a freestyle truck. And CCxRC headlights, covers, sticker bomb. Just take a bunch of stickers and bomb this thing. That's what I did with my original sticker bomb, because I showed up at Digger's Dungeon and everybody had grave diggers, and I didn't want to be the guy that shows up to the band, like the concert, wearing the band's t-shirt. So that was part of it as well. I don't know what this screw goes to. Hopefully I pulled it out my kit for something. Not missing a screw somewhere. Different sizes. Alright, so that's one. So the other thing I could do is I could put a faster motor in the digger. I've got Bog Hog up in the back. Over here. I could put 2.2s on. So the only problem I'm having right now with Megalodon is that Megalodon, I'll put it up here, has plastic drive shafts still. But I could take some from Bog Hog and put them on to Megalodon. I have MIPs. So the problem is with the holiday coming up on Monday, nothing will arrive before Thursday when I leave. In fact, this one, that suspension is super nice on this. You can watch it sit down. It's all stock. Just sits in there nice. So I need to fix the shock cap on that one. I like the look here. I do have the tail on. It's just taped on. But I got a lot of issues with this coming up, and I'm just going to bash it, and it's going to be like any truck, any body that gets destroyed. Sticker on this thing's going to peel. It's going to be what it is. We're going to race it and do its thing. All my BKTs are looking like some of the real deal. If you walk around Digger's Dungeon, you'll see a lot of vinyl stuck on BKTs that are peeling. They stick them on to make them white instead of painting the white. Jessica says that her shipping got messed up. Take some from Bog Hog. That's what I think I need to do is steal the MIPs drive shafts. I think I have them on here too. Oh no, these are stockers as well. These ones are stock. How did Bog Hog of all the trucks get the the MIPs? Oh, probably because going in the mud, the tires really get stuck and all that, and it's really tough on the drivetrain. That's probably one of the reasons. But yeah. These are running the Vanquish lowers, both of them. I really do like the Vanquish lower trailing arms. They're not that much more than other metals ones, but I really like how they did it. But you can see here, I don't think that I have the right length on this back one, because look at how far apart they are, and it popped out on me. Running this one at Digger's Dungeon. I didn't have video of it because of that. But over on my desk, I had one. Well, of course, I've had an axle floating around on my desk for the last 2 weeks. Now it's not there. But I feel like this one could use the MIPs, probably because of the body being heavier. So, pull this down for 1 minute. I do have to remember to take this with me. Hey, 11 Charlie, quick hello to you as well. So I've got in here, my intention was to make the original sticker bomb into a rear steer. So I have extra axle pieces here and knuckles and all of that to do it. But like here are parts to MIPs. There are no gears in this. Extra. What happened was Jeremy and I had been working on one of them, and I think we forgot to put a screw in. Yeah, here's the rest of it. So here's the other half of one of these, But I think one of these forgot to have the screw put in, the grub screw, and I was driving it and it backed off. So I don't have a whole end for one of these. But I just saw that they're selling these for pretty cheap for a single one on Horizon. So I need to just finish that kit, because that's $70 of axle or drive shaft just sitting there unused because of that one little mistake. But this is an SMT10 Dream. Of parts. So if I have one of these that's longer, this one. I may put it on the rear. And then I've got all of these extras. And these have been cut down for some reason. Oh, here's the gold mine right here. And then these short ones that have been ground. These are nice in a pinch. You can just quickly shove it in and get running. Here's all the axles. So I have one of the CVD style or universal. Because I broke one mud bogging and I only had time to put one in, so it's got one of the good ones in. I need to swap that out too on the bog hog. So I think I'm going to take this out of here. There's rod ends in here. All different kinds of pieces. Good box to have. I've helped out a lot of people too with these parts. So these are shortening lowers. Looks like there's actual shock retainers and stuff too, which is good. And then here's just shocks like crazy. All right, see you, Jessica. Have a good night. Yeah, bomber parts are scarce a little bit. I want to look at this actually. Here's a locker. Couple different sizes here. 55 tooth GPM. 54 tooth. This one's really small. Probably a 52. All kinds of diff gears. Transmission gears, all kinds of stuff. It's a goodie box. I do need to remember this or I will be crying. All right, so I guess I can just start by repairing it for now. But you can see they're twisted. With these big wheels on here, they twist. I feel like I just... All right. Just take one off. What's going on, Sean? Dominic's saying use the MIPs. I will definitely take them. I still don't know how that pulled out of there. Does not look like it should have. Even fully out, those are long. I don't know how that pulled out. I must have had a shorter shaft in there. All right, so that'll get it running at least. It's driving. So we'll call this good for now. I could take this. It'll race. It has a 5700 kV in it already. So that's what I need. I have a whole nother kit I could build, or I could just take this one, and I think the main thing I want to do right away is turn this, because I'm hitting and getting no suspension, because it's hitting up here on the front. And so with the other one, we just turned it so we don't lose it if anybody wants to make it look solid again, like a more realistic, they can. No cutting involved, you just literally flip it. What did Tim find? Oh, you got all the parts? Nice. So, I think I went like this. No, like this on the inside. Yeah, that's it. All right, so that's all it takes. So that little flip in, get this on the inside, and it should give more clearance. Does it though? Feels like it's still would hit in the same spot. Oh no, it gives you some more for sure. Okay, still hits, but it definitely gives you more clearance. I mean, taking it off completely gives the most. I guess you could snip it out too, but I'd still hit the servo saver on this one. Hey, scalebuilder.com. I think I'm gonna just do this. Definitely gives it more clearance. If they're really big jumps or whatever, I may just take it off for the racing, but I think it's fine. I have a full kit I could build. I really like how my kit is running, but I don't have time, especially if I want to do the regulator chassis. All right, so that's the first thing I needed to do. Actually, this is running a Vanguard system, 3150 kV. I'll try it on 2S, see how it feels. I kind of want to change these out, but it's a little bit of a pain at this point. without taking the chassis apart. So not worth it for now. Not really worth it. So this one I put the shorter Proline shocks on. Everybody else puts the really long ones on, and I kept it short just to keep the squat down a little bit. Even fully extended, it's levelish, so feels all right. It's not the best. Bet if I put these on the fronts, on the actual axles, it'd look a little better. And lift it just a little more, maybe. No, because I lifted that too. Nope. So on my so there's another class where it has to have shocks on axle, and that's what I think I can run the other freestyle on the ZRD, because those shocks are on axle. Should be good to go for that class. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to take this one or not. I feel like I should, based on what I have to run right now. This one does rip usually. Weston says he likes when the shocks are above the scale. You mean above the axles? So you can flip that and then the only thing would be the yeah, I'd have to find a new way to mount these if I wanted to. The sway bars would have to flip and go a different way if I put the shocks on the axles. Yeah, this whole thing's running a Vanguard system. It's a Vanguard ESC as well. Hey Chris, how's it going, man? Still trying to find out the rules. Is it 2S on all of them? On all the classes? I saw the rules for the new class. That's 2S only. Said hard packs, shocks on axle. Seemed like the ZRD should fit into that. Shaft driven, full cage. This one would need a lot of work to move the shocks around, or a new chassis, but I don't think I'd get it in time. So it's not a 2S limit. Oh, okay. I saw on the RCMTCNY website, it looked like all the rules said 2S for all the classes, so I was a little confused. And then it sent it over to Crawford Engineering for rules, but that page was down. But I found his rules, and that was all about 2S as well. So, but I thought Jason Saunders had been saying 3S about something, so I wasn't sure if it was freestyle or what. But yeah, most of mine are set up to run 3S, so it's outdated for Pro Mod. Okay. Glad you're here to ask. Then I'm going to leave this one alone because it's on 3S pretty decent. I might have to move the battery box to hold a hard pack because I have a lot of soft packs. So I might have to be trying to get some more batteries for the weekend as well. All the little things. I wasn't prepared. I didn't know I was going to go racing this weekend. Yeah, so I got my Pro C and I've got I got 2 of these that I could run. I could decide. I probably wouldn't run this one then. I'll probably run the Megalodon. I've been liking how that thing's handling better anyway. And then I think the ZRD can fit in that other class, so I should be good there. Except that's 2S, and that one is problematic because that's the dog slow on 2S because it's an 8 scale motor. I don't actually know if it's allowed to run on 2S. I need to look. Crud. All right. I have some researching to do. But I guess I have another one of these to put in something. So I'll have to figure out when I'm going to put that in. Because I have another kit, but I'm not going to build it in time. I could put it in the ZRD, I guess. Move it down to a 3S system or a 10th scale system instead of 8th. I'll see what Josh says. Chris said he has a SMT ready for that class. Yeah, I you know, if I could get these sway bars and stuff moved around, I might look at that. At moving my sway bars around and doing the shocks on the axles of this. Yeah, but that ZRD with that 8 scale motor is just a little, I mean, on 3S it's slow, so I think 2S would be really slow. I'll have to pull it out and see. Fix that upper link. Check the gearing. So I guess I'll be taking that one apart, checking what pinion I'm running and upping that for 2S. It's just a really low kV on that motor. Because usually I run 3 or 4S in that thing for just freestyling and beating up. All right. So this one, I think I'm going to put the sticker bomb back on it. But I'll wait. I don't have it here, so. That's the body I have on it for the shelf. Yeah, Chris, I've seen like people, he's saying it's tricky with these to go shotgun axle. I've seen people do these ones where they just flip them and then they just stay going to here for the rear. But the front was more problematic as to what to do. So, zip ties would work though. Zip ties would definitely work. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's project, just getting these shocks over to the axles. And probably going back to stock ones for the length. Or I take apart a new one out of the box and set it up. Thanks, Chris. That'd be awesome. Yeah, this one's been a beast. This is the original has metal transmission in it now, but it's really held up pretty well. It's pretty beat, but it's not pretty. It is not. I don't have any of the caps on. They're dirty. This is just a bash it truck. I don't actually know where the sticker bomb body is now that I mention it. Where did I put it? There's the regular bodies. All right. So I got plenty of stuff to work on. But at least got, if Josh shows up with a fix for that Pro C, I'm good to go. Otherwise, I'm up a creek on that too. So either need to take extra tribute wheels that I can screw his adapters on, or I'm not sure what. I guess I could do this one. So this one just needs metal sway bars put on it. Which I have. Just need to install. And this one can definitely use the MIPs. This truck used to be decked out and then tore it all apart. So I was gonna put the Pro C axles on it, which I still am thinking about doing. But lots of other things have come up. Then I almost sold the chassis. And then better judgment came up upon me. I was at Digger's Dungeon for the World Finals and I had it for sale there. And then I put it back together while I was there, but just to kind of tool around with. Or that's what I was thinking at least. But I never did. So I didn't have everything at that moment. And then it just came down to, well, if I want to actually do something with this, I just need to get some metal parts going on it. So I did. I got these. But I really wish, when the guy built it, he asked me if I needed the front mounts put in. I said no, but that now means that I can't make it. Oh, these don't have balls. It just means I can't make it a on axle, which is a bummer. I should have had better forethought. But I know that he was slaving over it too, and I kind of wanted it done at the point. It's gonna fit. Yep. See you, Martin. Take care, man. Have a good night. I'm probably going to be on for a little bit longer. I didn't know I was going to even do this tonight. I just was needing to get some stuff done and decided, hey, I'll just go live. Live wrenching. His revolver motor was quiet? Is that what you're saying, Kevin? I'm just reading back through the comments. Gotta remember that the mic is up on the camera. Keep looking at the comments and looking away from the camera. Alright, here we go. Honestly, I think these links came in part of that kit that I got that I was showing you guys a second ago. That was a pretty good kit, part kit. These are the same length. No. That's why I wasn't biting. Gotta pay better attention next time. Especially since I'm hand screwing these. Mistake is going to be more wrench time. The nice thing is that a lot of these parts do work with the bomber. For everybody talking about the bomber over there, that is one cool thing. I've got a lot of bomber parts as well. All right, let's see. Here we go. That should work. Now, see, the Vanquish ones would probably be best on here as well, because they don't have those plastic rod ends at the end that'll break under the weight of this heavy truck. But this would be the ideal one to be my solid on-axle truck, and I can't do it because I said I did not need the mounting points. Makes me sad now. Only can blame myself. I'm planning to bring this if I can get it all together. I'd like to race it potentially. However, last time I raced it, I ripped the whole transmission plate and everything out at the World Finals down here. Everything just ripped right out. It's crazy. I was losing anyway, but I just kind of, once it was going, I just gunned it off of something and ripped it all to shreds. So that, while I'm in here, I have the uppers too. I guess I should do them too. Just do the metal uppers. Part of me wants to be lazy and not do it. There's that little fight I'm having with myself. And yeah, uppers aren't that big of a deal. It's the lowers that are taking the weight. That's what you really need. And there's another part of me that just says, go all metal, you got it. Might as well do it. And then what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put all the wheels on the wrong way. Now everybody on YouTube is gonna tell me, the wheels are on backwards. It happens all the time to me. It really does happen all the time. All right, where is the 2.5 millimeter wrench? I think that's what I need. It is. All right, here we go. This really isn't going to take that long. I don't know why I even was hedging on whether or not to. Other than just pure laziness. Gotta get the sound system and everything running here again. It's up here. Kind of wicked sounding. All right, so here's one. There are only plastic balls on here, but I'll be okay with that. Better matched. Really is a pretty chassis. The welds on it are so nice. That's why I kind of wish before he powder coated it and everything, I'd have had him put those plates in there for the upper. Not enough forethought on my part. About making it scale. Kind of feel like the scale stuff, I don't know, I wasn't feeling the scale stuff as much at that point. Everything was just kind of scale, and now that everything's going much more scale, I realized the mistake. All right, go. That's good. No more screwing this one over here. I didn't even have to put the chassis plate ones in. Or the ones for the headers you didn't put in, and that wasn't because I said not to, but they're just not there. So I'll have to get creative. Oh, crud. Shoot. Who saw that happen? I didn't. Missed it. Superstar. Boom. Now we're good. All the little things to pay attention to. You guys are probably saying in the chat, hey, your sway bars are upside down. And I'm over here twiddling my thumbs. Well, that's supposed to go there. Crap. Crapola. I was looking for that screw. This was probably the one that originally went through the... yeah, that's the one. I was wondering why it wasn't a coarse thread. Tires are on backwards in the rear. Oh yeah. All right, so the rear end, oh, there's one more to do. Just gotta find the screws. There it is. All right. And those drive shafts are not right. That's not a rear drive shaft. It is gonna pop out for sure. All right, so that finally, that one still needs to be done. Man, forget you guys. Hope it's not too loud. We're moving to the power tools. So I could have fixed the stinking sway bar. Extra work. That was unnecessary. Go Team Tony. Screw that on there so I know which one it is. Boom. Next is this arm. Seal on a couple of these tracks, this rod end balls, which is okay usually when you break them on the freestyles. It's just the plastic and the ball stays on, so should have extra anyway. All right. So I took basically something like these to fix the bar rebuild for now. I got my Integy metal ones in again. However, I need to wait until the tap comes in, the hand tap, to finish that, because I don't have any tap stuff to re-thread that a little bit bigger. Because the shock shaft that it uses for the servo saver is it's a bigger diameter than the Integy, yet it's a smaller size, thread size, than these Traxxas ones. So the one I found was the smaller size as well, rod end, but I just bore it out kind of with a what was it? Oh, just the needle nose, the tip of it, and just kind of rounded it out so I could get it started, and then it threaded in. Kind of stretched it as it did it, but nice and tight. That's what we wanted right there. So the shock's leaking a little bit. Ryan Anderson actually was looking at this when he was walking around the property, and it was for sale. I might have just priced it too high. I think I had like $350 on the chassis. Like $100 off. I think it was $450 to have it made. Right. Now the rears are done. Let's put the tires on backwards just for show. Nice, dropped it. So I'm gonna close this. All right, get it back on here. It's actually easier when it's not upside down. Sean's RC Adventures. Anyone have any thoughts on the 180 Revo? Have they lowered the price on it? Or what's the drawing power of that? Part support? I had the original one, and I didn't love the layout of it, that's for sure. Like to work on it. The shocks and everything wasn't my favorite. But I didn't end up running it that long. Ended up selling it. at the World Finals last year, actually. To Jason Saunders, who told me about this event this weekend. Funny enough. It's coming full circle, I guess. Let's see. Oh, he wants to trade you for a TRX4? Do you have a lot in your TRX4, or is it pretty stock? Because that doesn't seem like a bad trade for you cost-wise, if you can hear anything I'm saying over the drill. I mean, if you don't have a lot into your truck, I think you'd be getting a good deal out of that. The truck, the TRX4 is stock. Is it one of the sports, or is it one of the like nice ones? And I say nice. I know some people don't like all the extras, so I guess just the more expensive ones. I mean, if you got a place to bash it in New York City, man, rip it. That's what I say. Blue and silver Bronco. So it does have the extras, but still. That's a $450 truck versus like a $700 one, $650 or whatever they charge. As long as it's not thrashed. Getting there, getting there. This will be ready to run again. Have to get some hard packs though. And I need to switch all these ends over. They're all running Deans. Back, remember when that was the thing to run? What, they're like, why are you running Traxxas? You need to run Deans. T-plugs. Now everyone's like, why are you running that? Now the new thing is XT90 or XT60 at the time, then XT90. Now EC5s. Can't keep up. A new castle system, nice. I think you go for it, man. You got enough crawlers. I mean, if I was trying to trade you a Revo, I probably'd say no. You don't want it? Slightly used Revo. No, that wouldn't be true. Had a freak out moment there that I was missing one of the links. You need to somehow add Google Translate to here. Both ways. So you can have it show comments in whatever language you want. That'd be awesome. My Big Rock 3 for sale? Nah. That thing is amazing. My Haas might be. You wrecked your Slash. That's a bummer, dude. Especially since we weren't filming it. If you're gonna wreck stuff, you gotta film it. That's where I wrecked that other car. I just showed it. I haven't done a video of any of that. I have video of it and where the drive shaft came out and I was freestyling. I wasn't planning to freestyle, but Dennis Anderson rolled up in his golf cart and he set a timer and do a 1.5-minute freestyle run. And that's when I was doing a pretty crappy run, to be honest. Nerves got me. Master of freestyle watching you. All those guys. But I went for a big backflip, and when I hit it, it went big, and it wasn't going around enough, so I had to help it go around, and then when it finally went, it whipped it hard into the landing, which then made the drive shaft pop. But we burned it down anyway, front wheel drive only. Yeah, I think the Revo, I don't see a whole lot of people do videos on it, but that's probably because I don't search it, so it doesn't populate my feed on YouTube. It's going to be my guess, but I haven't heard like lots of complaints about it. I know that, so that's a good thing. Not like when, well, I had one buddy that blew his diff when he first got it. James Price, if he's still in here. But he'd have probably been saying something to you already. But he got rid of his. I don't know. I'm the worst. Like, if I want something, I'm going to get it, even if people are saying not to. Because I don't necessarily trust their judgment on it. Because I've seen other people drive, and it's just one of those things like, it's kind of it's hard to know for sure unless you try it yourself and know under your driving style how it handles. Like, yeah, okay, so one person I know blew a diff, but was he landing under throttle? Was he, there's so many things that could happen unless I heard it multiple times. Which I haven't, it's hard to say. But, I mean, James is a good RCer, so I'm not saying that about him. But even me, sometimes when I mess up, it happens. But I know he had a rough go with it. Alright, I'm going to be watching this time. Make sure those links or the sway bars don't jack themselves up. Alright. Anyway, I'm saying go for it. All that to say. But I would probably almost... Okay, so yeah, he's saying diffs don't hold up, so that's more than one. So he is here. Diffs don't hold up. His ears were burning. Come on, get in the hole. Don't you want to go home? Probably should have done this the other way first. Sweet. It's gonna be fun. Fun, fun, fun. Get in there. Come on. Come on. Yes, I bent it. You're wondering. It's still not. Oh, I did get it. Okay, we're gonna cheat it. Bending the plastic for the win. That was a pain in the butt. If I ever did see one. Sweet, now this one's not gonna fit in here. Yeah, should have done this side first and then did the other side. Before I screwed them in. So I think instead of fighting it, I'm just gonna undo this. Got it. Oh, that was annoying. You traded for an X-Max? Is that what you said? And you got bit on the trade? Free wrench, 2. Where's up to 2.5? Two. Everybody's got to be watching painfully, like it's right there. But we're just gonna move over. Oh, it's still in it. You guys can think I'm an idiot. It's okay. I think I'm an idiot too. Oh, almost did the sway bars bad. Caught it. Alright, let's see. Can we get this to work? Backwards for what I should have done. I should have put the screw through the other way. So I can get at it easier. That worked. Just had to get the nut on there by hand. Now it's tight. Alright. We'll get her figured out. Sway bars are the right way. Didn't mess that up, so that's a win. We're taking any wins we can get right now. This is taking way too freaking long to do. Just took an hour with a 20-minute job. Metal, 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 metal. Sweet. Looking sweet. That's all that matters. Bad ESC, ouch. Why did it take so long to figure out? Just because it kind of worked? Then would like shut down on you, or? This is being annoying. Well, it's on the right way, so that's all that matters. At this point, it's all we're counting. I don't understand the hard pack only rule. Guess I fear that they can easier puncture a soft pack racing, but I think the hard packs can be a little bit more jostled into causing their own issues. All right, it's looking good again. Not a lot of rebound on those springs. But here's what I gotta figure out though. I've got this whole kit of stuff. I get these in here to stay on? I could probably zip tie through this hole. Where are my zip ties? Here they are. These little blue ones. Give that a try. I mean, this would be sweet if I could get these on there. And then I'll have to figure out how to do like a sponsor plate in here. Ah, shoot, I put it through the wrong way. Twist it. I gotta come like up and over. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be not fun. Maybe I can just get it started for now. I could then pull it through and then finish it. All right, there's one. Come up and over and through. I think this might work. I think. And these could just dangle and just make it look all that much cooler. Like that. And cinch it to this corner. Boom. Yeah? I think that works. All right. Never sleep. Yeah, it's 1:30 here. Actually, this is how these ones go, JM. They stopped doing the zoomies, the upright ones. Too loud. Whatever other reasons. So this style, these collected pipes go down. I gotta find the other one. Yeah, these are the ones that would have gone up. This style would have gone up. But these new ones are collected ones. Where's the other set? I had these gray ones I guess I could have used. That look better, actually. Guess I should be looking online, but I don't have my phone. Because you guys are on my phone. And now I don't know where the other black set is. Only seeing the two gray ones or silverish ones. Oh, and another Freestyle RC servo saver. I need that. I need that. See you, Kevin. Oh, here it is. Let's just do black for now. I already got the one on. I can always hit it with the Sharpie marker. What body do I run on here? I had it here a second ago. The son of a digger body. Oh, I stuck it up on the shelf. Yeah, it should be silver. I don't really feel like doing it again though. But I don't think these ones will work with the zip ties either. So we'll do these, and then we'll have to paint them eventually. Now that we know that this works. Just quick little zip ties through. Man, are you guys working on RCs right now too? Am I the only one? Only one struggling. But this struggle with this kind of stuff is real. The very little room you have to work with gets old. I need smaller hands. So there's the one. This one's supposed to come over the top of this. This is back here. Ooh. Come on. I tighten it too much. I can't get this in now. There it goes. Barely. This is when we're just kind of making stuff up. Make it do what you want it to do. It really benefits from my needle nose pliers. There we go. Oh, shoot, nope. Kind of has to go over this. In this spot, so it'll tighten down, but it is little clearance. We'd probably spend a whole hour trying to get this. I'm not careful. Shock is in my way. I should have started with this one like I did last time. Started with the back one. Almost. Shoot. Man, I wouldn't want to watch me do this. This is painful enough in person. See if it's easier in my lap. It is. All right. Got it. We got it. I just gotta pull it tight. There it is. All right. Boom. Hey, Tegan and Weston. J Concepts wheels are supposed to be in stock at teamcpe.com on the 16th. So he's doing pre-order for white and silver right now. And so those you can actually, on their website, choose to buy right now. But they're going quick. So if you want them, better get an order in. I ordered a set tonight. There. This one is holding way different. It's all right. All right, there. That is done. There. Just sticking out a little bit. It's all right. Not scale, but is what it is. So yeah, just definitely get over there. TeamCPE.com, search tribute or tributes. The black ones won't let you pre-order them. There we go. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. That's 2 of them fixed, 3 of them fixed, changed. And then I didn't actually end up doing anything to the sticker bomb one. But all these are ready to go. If I choose to race this one, I'm not sure yet. If I do, this one definitely needs the MIPs put on it. And I also don't know if these axles have been upgraded, so that'll be a question mark as to what's the internals, if they're HD or not. So I could try and run this and just blow it up while I'm there. That's the scary part. All right, thanks, Tegan. Glad you liked the video. Western Europe all night, last night, wrenching, man. RC Ritter's doing his RC Guy Garage Rally Car Challenge. Very cool. James was playing games. Nice. Gaming it up. Yeah, so I've got to get to this build. Hopefully. See, I've got some of these nice sway bar kits to do too. These are for the other builds. Sway bars. Axle tubes. These are all for the SMTs over here. Alright, now they're thrown in there in that pile. Got a whole bunch of just baskets of goodies for stuff. This has 2 sets of axle braces in it, as well as a steering link. Some more bead locks for J Concept stuff. Kind of feel like these would help that white rims on the sticker bomb look better. I might have to put those on. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in for this random, out of the blue Saturday night wrenching, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Hope you have fun RCing, guys.